Hey Rob, welcome to Horsehead Bookends for another weekly recap. I know I didn't do one last week, and that's just because it was crazy busy. School started and things have just been insane. So this is probably going to be the last weekly one I do. I will still try to keep a normal schedule with board games and vinyl, and when I do other videos, I'll be sure to post them. So let's get started. Not a whole lot to talk about, but let's get to it. Not much this week in board games, didn't get anything new, but I was able to sit down and I taught Johnny a new game, which is Cartographers from Thunderworks Games, which is a lot of fun, and it is a good, quick, and easy, fun game to play. Cartographers is a 1 to 4 player game, which is kind of like a roll and write, except you're not rolling dice, you're drawing cards. On each card, it has something similar to a Tetris symbol to it. It's the easiest way I can describe it. And what you do is, on your map, you draw in that symbol to try to fill up all the spaces. And each symbol has a designated color for the type of land it is. There is water, wheat, houses, and forests. Also in the deck, there are enemies. When you draw an enemy card, you actually have to switch your map with your other players, and they actually draw in the shape of the enemy. And during scoring, you lose points for every part of that block that is not covered up. The game takes place over 4 seasons. At the end of 4 seasons, you add up your points, and whoever has the most wins. I've played this game a bunch of times. I love it, Ann loves it, Johnny loves it. It's super easy to teach, super easy to learn. The only thing that I suggest if you do decide to pick it up is get some colored pencils, because it makes it a lot easier when filling out your grid-based map. So you could actually see what type of land you have next to each other. Also this week, I finally sat down and went through the Seder box for Black Rose Wars, and I believe I did an unboxing of it, and I'll post that link right there in the corner. I also did a review of Black Rose Wars, so if you're not familiar with it, I will post that link as well, and you can check it out. Black Rose Wars is a lot of fun. And the Seder box was all the Kickstarter extras, which had a ton of miniatures and cards and new rooms. And since I got it quite a while ago, it's just sat on the shelf. So I finally went through it. I substituted all the cards in the base box. Some of the player boards got redone. And so I also finally unwrapped all the extra cards so I can use them when I play, because it is a terrific game. But I will post a link below for Black Rose Wars if you haven't played it. Moving along to music production, I have not played around with Pro Tools much in the past week or two, but I did mic up my amps finally, and I did a sound test with them, which wasn't very good, so I'm not even including that this week. But it was a quick test, and it sounded amazing. I think I hit the sweet spot with the microphone. In front of at least the Vox amp, because I do move it when I put it in front of the Fender. But everything sounded great, nice and crystal clear. So when I do record with it, all I need to do is move my pedal board back a little, because it did catch some of the clicking of the pedals, but not so much. So I'm really happy with that. Hopefully in the upcoming week or so, I will record something. I will show you how I have it set up, and it will sound pretty good. So we'll see what happens with that. Alright, finally, let's talk about some vinyl. This is going to be the major part of this video this week. I have a ton of vinyl that I'm waiting to get. I think Hurricane Ida really slowed up the mail, so I have a bunch of stuff either sitting around the country waiting to come in, and it's kind of getting me a little frustrated now because I don't know where any of this stuff is. But 2 records did come in. One came in a few weeks ago, but I finally listened to it. That one is Trey Anastasio's Burn It Down. Trey Anastasio Band live recording. It's 3 LPs. It is terrific. Last side, side F, I think, is so far my favorite. But this is a stellar recording, and it sounds really good. The other record that came in this week was a remaster, and I am a huge Danny Elfman fan, if you haven't realized already, or if you haven't heard me say it. But Rebellion Remasters got some of the Oingo Boingo albums and redid them and put them in special editions. I got this one this week, and I've listened to it probably about 3 times already. This is good for your soul. This is probably, side 2 is probably my favorite of the entire Oingo Boingo catalog. It's so good. Limited edition. They did a clear and magenta splatter, and they did a clear and yellow splatter, I believe. I think there's some more left on the website. I'll post a link below if you haven't grabbed it yet. But it says limited edition 500. And it sounds fantastic. It sounds amazing. I will add this to my collection. They did Only a Lad a couple months ago. I picked that one up. They did Nothing to Fear, which I already have an original press of that, so I didn't pick up the remaster because my press sounds fantastic. And they are doing Dead Man's Party, but I'm not sure when, so I suggest go to the website, sign up for the email list, and you'll get notified when these come out. Okay, finally, we're going to talk about Record Store Day Black Friday. And when the list came out, I was going to make a video, but it was full of 4-letter words that I tend not to say in my videos. So I just decided to give it some time. Let's not look at the list. Let's see what's going on. We'll revisit it in a little while during the week. We'll talk about it this weekend. Now, I already had discussions with my friends in some of my vinyl Facebook groups about what the Black Friday offering is this year, and it seems like the general consensus is it's crap. It's crap. Now, I haven't yet watched any other videos in the vinyl community talking about the Record Store Day Black Friday list, but I will, because I want to see if their opinions are similar to mine about it being hot garbage. And this is probably going to be the first Record Store Day in a while that I am not waking up early to wait in line for mediocre titles. So we're going to go through the list really quickly. I'll tell you what I'm interested in, what I've heard talk about, and I'll tell you which ones I'd like to get, but I'm in no rush for it. There's no must-haves. I can't find one single must-have on this list to make me wake up and wait in line for Record Store Day. All right, we're gonna start with the exclusive releases for Black Friday, and let's see. We got going down the list. John Carpenter, Ghost of Mars. I could have sworn that came out already. I know that John Carpenter was putting out some other ones. Not a big fan of that soundtrack, so I'm not getting it. It doesn't matter. Jim Carroll Band, Catholic Boy. I'd love to get it. I don't need to have it. It's not high on my list. Dio picture discs. A lot of people are saying, why is Dio so obsessed with picture discs? Why can't they just put a new remastered copy out? But I'm not getting those either. Lana Del Rey. Wasn't this put out multiple times already? I don't know. Fleetwood Mac, another alternate press of a Fleetwood Mac album, alternate live. I don't know. Reverend Horton Heat might be nice. Jimi Hendrix Experience, Paris 67, love to get it. There's 13,000 copies of it. I am in no rush to get it. Iron Maiden, one of the few Iron Maiden records I don't have. It's a picture disc. I'm not a huge picture disc fan. I have a few. Jackson 5 ABC. Little Feat. I know some people who are interested in picking up the Little Feat live, but they weren't excited about it. Lou Reed and Chris Christopherson, love to hear it. I'm sure I can get it after Record Store Day's over. RZA's Bobby Digital. Want that one. Alright, that one I definitely want, but I'm not waking up early to stand online. I can get it online after the fact. Not really worried about that. And that's it for the exclusives. Now let's go to the limited run. Now these are weird. The limited run, sometimes, a lot of times they say, oh, it's only in certain stores or certain areas of the countries, but I find that it's kind of weird, because in some stores they have a ton, and other stores they don't have any, and they could be in different parts of the country. So I'm not exactly sure how they do the limited run deal. But Chick Corea, and that's it. Really nothing there, at least for me. Alright, Black Friday first releases. Now again, these are first releases, meaning this is the first time they're released on Record Store Day. They'll probably be released again. Maybe a remaster, maybe an anniversary edition. So if you missed it the first time, you might get it the second time. Big Brother and Holding Company, live at Monterey International. Love to get it, don't need it. Ray Charles live in Stockholm, would love to hear it, not a big deal. Miles Davis, Live Evil. That's like a $5 record. I can get that. I'm pretty sure I have a copy of it in somewhere. But I don't need to get up early for it, especially for 10,000 copies of it. Willie Nelson, Merle Haggard, Ray Price. Would love to hear it. Not super excited about it. Charlie Parker, Bird in LA. Love to hear it. Not excited about it. Dusty Springfield, Complete Atlantic Singles, would love to have it. Again, not exciting enough to get up early. Sun Ra Omniverse, I'm sure I'll be able to get a copy. Thundercat, I know some people who want the Thundercat. I don't think they're going to have a problem getting it. And then some of the various artists. I mean, there's not even a good selection of various artists. Life Aquatic with Steve Zissou. I'd like to have it. I'd rather have a pressing of So George instead of the soundtrack. But I'm sure I'll be able to get it. Another one I'll be able to get it later. There's not even a number of how many copies. So don't know about that one. But that's really it. I just think that this Black Friday is I don't know, I think it's kind of a bust. So it's funny because I mentioned, I was talking to a buddy about it, and I said, since I'll be saving money, maybe I'll have my own Black Friday sale and pick up some records of giant gaping holes of my collection that I'm just missing. Like, I know there's a few Stones albums I'm missing, Beatles albums, Ill Communication from the Beastie Boys. Don't have it. Just don't pick it up when I'm at the store. I just bypass it. Then there's some other Miles Davis albums I'm looking for. So if I don't wind up going to Record Store Day on Black Friday, looks like I'm not going to, I think I am going to have my own Black Friday sale and go and pick up some records that I've been looking for a while that I don't have in my collection. So I will definitely, if I do that, I will definitely film it and post it here. Maybe I'll even go the Saturday after the Black Friday sale and see what's left over and maybe pick up one or two. Who knows? But I think this Black Friday I'm going to be sleeping in. All right, so that's it for this week, and that is the end of the weekly vlogs. I will start going back to once or twice a week if I can. Aside from the once or twice a week, if there's something special that comes up that I do, I'll be sure to film it, especially when I finish the microphone set up for my studio, which is right, I say my studio like it's somewhere else, but it's actually right over here to the other side of the camera. I still need to fix Johnny's lightsaber. I finally found my soldering iron from the move. I know exactly where it is, I just haven't gotten it out yet. Still have to do the Galaxian upgrade. Haven't done that because I have to pull out the Galactic machine and spin it around. I'm sure there's some other things to talk about, and I will definitely be sure to film them and upload them as I remember them. So if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. Also, please don't forget to click on subscribe, ring the notification bell. You'll get notified anytime I upload a new video. Any questions or comments, please post it below and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Otherwise, talk to you later.